Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It's Mr. Colling, and I'm absolutely delighted to be able to welcome you back to school. Never before has there been so much excitement about people returning to school after this most recent lockdown. It's lovely to see everybody back in, and we hope that you have a really good start to the week. Here's a quote for you from Maya Angelou, and I'm going to come back to this later on in the assembly. But it may feel at times during this lockdown that we've felt defeated and that we've been really up against a lot of difficulties. But the theme for my assembly really is about positivity, looking forward and showing that we have not been defeated by the virus and that we are going to soldier on and to move on to great things for the future. I think some of us might like to delete January and February of this year in our minds. We're now in March. This term seems to have gone very, very quickly in some respects, maybe not quickly enough in others. But we're now back in. There's lots to be done, and it's about looking forward to the future and thinking about what we need to do now to get ourselves back on track and to do all the things that we were trying to do before we had to go back to the lockdown. I'd like to congratulate you all for the way in which you've coped through the lockdown. And I know some of you found it a lot easier than others. And as we said after the previous lockdown last year, some people coped really, really well and embraced the situation. And others of you found it very, very difficult to adapt. But I've seen a huge number of ways in which people have adapted to different ways of learning. I've seen lots of people who've remained very positive throughout the whole time. And also, very importantly, a lot of people supporting one another, which I think is very important. I'm sure that you would want me to thank all of the staff of the school who've worked really hard to support you with your learning, with your welfare, looking after you, supporting you and your families in various different ways. Please find the opportunity to say thank you to staff during the course of this week, if you can, because I think it's been very challenging for all of us, as well as for yourselves and your families. This term, we're going to go back to as near to normal as we can, and I'll explain to you a little bit more about exactly what sort of normal we're talking about. Most of the things that we had in place before Christmas will be the same, but there are some differences. I'm going to explain those to you, and I'd really ask that you listen very carefully so that you're very clear what's expected of you. Most of the arrangements that we had in place in September will be the same this term, at least until Easter. And after that, we will then take time to find out what the rules and regulations are for what happens in the summer term so that we can then adapt. During this term, we need quickly to get back to normality. Your attitude to learning is absolutely crucial. And I know for some people it's taken a bit of a knock. Some of you will have been working very hard and maybe finding it difficult to adjust to coming back to school because you had a good routine. Some of you may be coming back to school having found it difficult to work during the lockdown and therefore may be lacking confidence in your learning because there are gaps compared with your friends as to what it is that you've been working on. Whatever the situation is for you, I'm asking you to do your very best to resume a positive attitude to learning and to give your very best effort that you can to everything that you're being asked to do in school. Do the best quality work that you can, behave well, be cooperative, use your manners and kindness. Remember that we want everybody to be able to learn without interruption. That's something that you may have found challenging at home, but is really important in school so that everybody has the opportunity to learn without others getting in the way of their progress. We need normal uniform expectations, please, although if it's cold in classrooms, I don't mind if you want to keep your outside coat on. All the timings of lessons and break times will be as they were before Christmas. So we'll resume the 2-hour slots with the break time in the middle, and you'll know what times they are from what we did during September to December. Nationally, we've made huge progress in the pandemic, and the number of cases now has dropped dramatically. You probably all will know people who've had their vaccination. Some of my family have had their jabs now, and there is a great sense of feeling optimistic about the future because people are feeling a bit safer and they're also looking forward to getting back to normal. However, COVID-19 has not gone away. It's still there, and it is still very spreadable. It's very easy for us to become complacent now and to think it's all over, and for people then to start spreading infection, particularly now that we're all back in school and meeting in large numbers. So we must make sure that we're just as careful as we were last term. During the autumn term from September, we had a very, very small number of cases of COVID compared with most schools. And I think that's partly because you were all very good at following the rules, that we were very careful about what we did, and that really did make a difference. So on the screen are some reminders for you. Make sure you keep your social distance, especially from people outside of your year group, and especially from your adults, from teachers and other staff in school. Please make sure you respect social distancing for them. Don't come into their space, and that means staying 2 meters away from them. Make sure you wash your hands regularly. Sanitize your hands when you come into classrooms, when you leave classrooms, before you eat, and when you use the toilet. You are expected to wear your masks apart from when you're eating. So when you're moving around school, you'll have your mask on. You may take it off when you're eating, and that should only be on the playground for your year group or in the hall or the Walter Nibs. You need to stay in those areas for your year group at break times. And when you're in lessons and on the bus, please use the seating plans and sit in the same place each time. That's so that we can follow up contact tracing. If somebody does become COVID positive, we can find the people easily that they were sitting with, that they've been mixing with, so that we can then enable them to be isolated and help to stop the spread of the virus. Last term, there was no evidence of anybody who had COVID-19 in school that passed it on to somebody else whilst in school. That's incredible. That's a really big achievement, something I'm really proud of as a school, and you need to be proud of as well, because it shows that the measures that you were putting in place were effective. Please keep that going. We need to maintain that for the time being until we get information to say that things have changed. There are 2 extra safety measures that we're putting in place this term. The government have introduced these because they're wanting a very gradual lifting of lockdown, so that we're being cautious and not allowing the virus to start to spread again. You will all be expected to undergo a COVID test twice a week. You'll have tests this week and next week in school until you've all had 3 tests, and then after that you will then carry out the tests at home. I've done my test at home. It's actually very easy to do. It's very straightforward, and you will easily get into the routine of doing that. It's actually no big deal once you get started. It's important because it does help to identify anybody who may have COVID but hasn't got any symptoms, and then that will stop them coming into contact with others and putting other people at risk. We're also asking that you now wear masks in lessons. That's different from before Christmas, but it's again an extra safety measure because you're sitting next to each other. You can't be 2 meters apart mostly, and therefore it's necessary for you to have that extra safeguard. Teachers will remain at the front of classrooms, and so will learning support assistants, so they're not going to come within 2 meters of you. But when you're sitting in your seats, you are less than 2 meters from your classmates, you need to have your masks on, please. There may be some exceptions to that, particularly in the sixth form where there are very small classes, because it will be possible for people to spread apart so that there's no need to have the mask on as well. But that's only the case when you're 2 meters apart and when your teacher has said so. You might think that if you've had a COVID test and it proves to be negative, that there's no need then to put all these other safety measures in place. And that's an understandable assumption, but it's also a false assumption. The reason for this is that the tests that we're using are not 100% reliable. They're much better at picking up a case of COVID where somebody has a high viral load. That means they've got a lot of the virus in their body. And if you think about it, it makes sense, doesn't it? A lot of virus is more easy to see than if you've only got a very small amount of the virus. If you've got a lot of the virus in your body, then you're much more likely to infect other people. And so picking that up on one of these tests is helpful because the people most likely to infect others are most likely to be identified through the test. But someone who has a low viral load might get a negative result. That doesn't stop them from passing the virus on to other people, even though the chances may be slightly lower. And it could be that they're at the start of an infection, and as the infection starts to take hold, that the viral load will increase, and they are then placing others more at risk of picking up the virus. So when you've had your test, and when your test is negative, you still need to follow all the other safety measures, please. You still need to wear your mask around school and in lessons. You still need to keep social distancing from other people. And you still need to wash your hands and use hand sanitizer on a regular basis. Please make life easy for yourselves and safe for yourself and everybody else by following all of these regulations. And this is the quickest way that we as a country will come out of the lockdown. The reality is that if you've picked up COVID, then you probably have come too close to somebody, you've not been following safety regulations. So it's really important that we all do our part. This is about a collective effort for everybody, not just about protecting yourself, it's about protecting everybody. And if we all follow the rules, then it's much more likely that we will end up being able to go back to proper normal much more quickly than if people still start to push the boundaries. I'm immensely impressed with the work that the health service has done to vaccinate so many people in this country. I haven't got absolute facts and figures on this, but I know that it is over 20 million people that have received a vaccination, and I know that this is far more as a percentage of the population than the vast majority of other countries in the world. That's absolutely tremendous. There's been a huge effort from health professionals, from volunteers, and from members of the public who've turned up to get their vaccination. And that's really going to make a huge difference because, again, this is another part of what we're trying to do to make sure that we're going to be safe in the future. As I said at the beginning, looking at this quote, we may encounter lots of defeats, but we must not be defeated. We've found ourselves in a very difficult situation over the last couple of years of having to restrict the way in which we live, to put education on hold, to put our lives on hold. But we're not defeated. We are coming out the other side of this as a country, and hopefully that will spread to other countries in the world so that the whole world can go back to normal. We must not be defeated. We've got to do our bit and stick at all the safety measures to play our part so that we can be confident about the future that we have in front of us. Wherever you're coming from in this situation, we now need to get back on track. Ask yourself what you can do to help make that happen for yourselves and for everybody else. The pandemic is having a major impact. It's going to have quite a lasting impact for a lot of people. A lot of people have lost their lives. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people have found this has had a really, really negative effect on them, both psychologically and physically. It's not an easy time for everybody, but we all need to pull together to do our bit now. So please look to the future and be positive. Set your sights on what you want to achieve in life and work towards them. Yes, we've had some setbacks, but now is the time to start to get back on track. So do your bit, please. Support each other, support your staff, and look after your own future by doing what you've been asked to do to help this to be the beginning of a very positive term. I shall look forward to seeing you around school over the next week or so as you get back to normal. It's lovely to have you back in school, and well done once again for what you've achieved while we've been away. I hope the rest of this term proves to be really successful for you and that you will quickly get back to enjoying your education and enjoying your time at Magdalen.